Unidentified. My Top UFO Cases by Hector V. Bello, March 2018. The following are a few UFO events from Oregon. In January 1945, in Pasco, a fireball on three separate nights buzzes the Hanford plutonium production plant. Members of the Navy Hellcat F-6F fighter squadron in Pasco tried to intercept the fireball over the facility. The bright objects evaded the planes and zipped away. On June 24th, 1947, in Mount Rainier, Washington, the birth of the Saucer H, the Kenneth Arnold UFO event, which we discussed earlier. In a Boise businessman, Kenneth Arnold was a Boise businessman who saw nine crescent-shaped craft near the peaks in the Cascade Mountains in Washington. He told his story the next day to the East Oregonian reporters in Pendleton, who sent a short piece to the news wire that afternoon and had it in the evening paper. The news led to the phrase flying saucer. Front page headlines nationwide launched the modern UFO culture. Another UFO incident was on May 24th, 1949, near the mouth of the Rogue River, which is the case shown on your screen, where five anglers about 2 miles from the mouth of the Rogue River saw a shiny metal saucer-shaped object in the sky. They estimated the object was a mile or more away and about 5,000 feet in the air. They saw it with the naked eye and binoculars. Two of the witnesses worked at the Ames Aeronautical Laboratory for the National Advisory Committee on Aeronautics, the precursor to NASA. The Air Force Office of Special Investigations looked into the sighting, and subsequent independent investigations reported as a true UFO. On May 11th, 1950, near Sheridan, Evelyn Trent went to feed rabbits at the farmhouse she and her husband Paul Trent owned outside of Sheridan, about 9 miles from McInville. When she said she saw a large metallic disc hovering nearby. Paul Trent snapped 2 pictures. Ufologists consider the photos some of the most credible evidence of flying saucers, while skeptics argue they are fakes. Portland-based craft brewer McManamans in 2000 founded a UFO festival to honor the events. The 4-day festival in May now draws about 10,000 people to McMinnville. September 24th, 1959, in Redmond, Redmond police officer Robert Dickerson and the Federal Aviation Administration employee Laverne Wirtz see a bright reddish object hovering 2,000 or 200 feet above the ground. Wirtz contacted the Seattle Air Route Traffic Control Center, which had the object on radar. Wirtz and possibly a third witness see long yellow and red flames from the bottom of the object as it rises into the sky. On February 25th, 1999, Longview, Washington, 14 forestry workers witnessed a horseshoe-shaped object lift an adult elk out of the forest and fly off with the dead or unconscious animal. On September 27th, 2000, Challis, Idaho, 3 hunters, all experienced outdoorsmen, see a gigantic triangular craft pass over their campsite. 2 look at it through binoculars. Finally, on February 19th, 2015, in Arlington, Oregon, a driver on Interstate 84 westbound watches what he described as a small domed craft about half size of a train car flying 10 to 15 feet above the Columbia River for about 10 to 12 seconds. Then it took off into the sky. He parked in Arlington right after the sighting, called his family about it, and sketched what he saw.